Hi, my name is Jeff. I am a father of two. I'm actually working in the ed tech industry for quite some time. So it's been a very fast-paced industry. We have a lot of things going on. I would say my life is pretty hectic because I'm also actually dealing with a lot of family stuff. I've got kids. They are like 4-year old right now. So yeah, that's a lot of things going on. The mental health challenges that I had was actually it's called the uh, hypochondria, which is a excessive or like unduly worry about you're gonna have a serious illness. I actually had my episode about 4 or 5 years ago. It was pretty daunting in a way. Um, I think the major symptoms that I had that time was like, I actually had a very serious insomnia and actually lasts for about 1.5 year. Um, the longest time that I had without sleep was like 4 days. So it was pretty intense. Yeah, and also I have a lot of body ache. Um, and I actually felt very tired most of the time. Didn't want to go out. So actually, if it actually affect my daily life as well as my work life. Um, Regarding emotional challenges or like changes, yeah, I think actually my mood kind of swing quite a bit because actually I was actually losing sleep at that time, so it's really hard for me to focus, and because I'm kind of actually worried about I'm gonna get really sick. So I've been actually going on, to the internet to look for information, which is not a good idea. Google, I think, is actually a double-edged sword. So actually, you can find a lot of information there, but also you can find a lot of, things that that might scare you, on the internet as well. So I was kind of actually constantly worried that something might go wrong. So yeah, it was not fun. My life actually before I actually had the episode, um, I was kind of well. I think I would say I was kind of disciplined. Not I'm saying that I'm not disciplined now. It's just that I try to actually keep myself very busy even on the weekends. So say for example when I actually went out for a drink with friends, on Friday night, even on Saturday, I was just kind of push myself and say I'm gonna wake up at like 7 or 8 o'clock, going to the gym, go for a run, and then just arrange my days, maybe like go wash my car and just pretty much pack my my weekends with a lot of things going on, which I was after I actually had the episode. Actually, I realized that I need to have some white space, and exactly it's kind of help in a way, but I didn't know at that time. So I was very busy most of the time running around and just doing my things, and at that time actually I thought it was I consider myself very productive. Yeah. The symptoms actually affects my day-to-day life. It's like it actually had a pretty big impact to my life. It's because because I was actually constantly worried, and also I was losing a lot of sleep at the time. So it's really hard for me to focus, and also I think I didn't actually want to go and meet people because I just want to, I wouldn't say I hide myself. I just don't want to actually interact with people. So it actually affects my social life. In when it comes to work, because I actually lost the kind of energy. So it actually makes my job, really hard. I didn't actually find the momentum to actually work with the team as well. So, but yeah, so it was pretty nasty. When it comes to my friends and family, how they react, so they are very supportive in a way. Um, they, my friends didn't know it at the very early stage, so I actually make some effort to tell them that actually I'm going through some mental issues, mental health issues, and then they're very supportive. They really listen me out, and then even though my wife, she's been always there for me, even though my colleagues. So at one point I just because I was actually having medications and I couldn't go to work, so I had no choice but to actually tell my managers and also my colleagues, and they were very supportive, which I'm very grateful for, because they really actually covered me during that time. It was like at least 4 or 5 months that I couldn't be able to get myself up, and oftentimes I even actually because of my medications I couldn't actually go to work until like 10 or 11 a.m. But then they're very good. They're very understanding. So I felt very grateful. It's really important for me to have this kind of network, because when things go south, you really need your the people around you, supporting group, to help you to get over it. At the end of the day, I think we're all humans, right? So we are social animals. So basically, we are all connected. So if you have friends, family members, or like colleagues, they understand what you've been going through, and then they can be able to support you. I think this is very important. One of the things that I realized, because the doctor was telling me to just focus on finish the course of the medication. So I listened to her, and then without doubt, because oftentimes when you're in that stage, right, so you kind of questions everything that going through your mind. So you tend to actually go to the internet and look for information, right? But my doctor was telling me that, okay, no, if you trust that it's going to help you, just focus, to finish the course, and there are side effects, but you're going to get through it. So yeah, but the side effect is just pretty much actually, the medication actually makes me tired. I would say medication is actually one of the ways that to help me to get through this, to help me get better. But I think exercising, like running, yoga, meditation, even religions, because actually it actually gave me hope. I have faith in doing a lot of things now because of the religious. Diet change. I've done quite a bit of diet change, because of this episode. And last but not the least, the way that that you think about life, think about how you react on things in general. Because I heard people saying that if you actually in that kind of situations, that medication can help, but oftentimes you'll get relapse, right? The relapse actually sometimes it's much stronger than the first time. So the way to just to cope with it is to maybe you should actually change the way that you think about things. So I spent quite a bit of time just working on it to not just say to be positive, but I think one of the ways is to actually to just telling yourself that things will go well. Try to be optimistic. It's not as bad as you think. Because based on research, I would say 80% of the time something that you go into your head don't happen. So if you think something is best going to happen to you, chances are it might not be the case. And from time to time, actually prove that that's the case. So I now actually have more confidence actually when going out, and also one of the changes that that I see the obvious, improvement is actually try to be genuine in most of the situation and how you're dealing with people, and that really helps me a lot. The kind of things that actually give me hope during the time is, I think religions actually helps me a lot in terms of going through this, episodes, because I'm actually a Christian, and then I have a big supporting group and brothers and sisters, and they will listen me out. And also, I think my wife as well. And my wife is actually helps me a lot. She's always been there for me, and I understand that things will pass, and I will get better, and then that gives me hope because I have faith that things will get better. I think the positive experience that I mean, my life I wouldn't say it's very different, but somehow actually I'm glad that I actually had this episode because it makes me to understand more a bit about myself, and how should I be coping with stress in general, because right now I'm actually having a lot of challenges right now, with the family and work and with COVID, everything, if I didn't actually have that episode, chances are, I don't know what's going to happen now, because I had that experience, so now we're walking into this situation in this kind of conditions. I know how to cope with it. I'm trying to be genuine in a lot of ways. Because actually I recovered now, so I would like to actually help other people that they're actually going through some mental health challenges, and just want to share my message and just to tell them that even though when you are in the tunnel, it's dark, it's lonely, but at the end of the day you will get through it. And I've been through it, I lived through it, and then you will get better. This is the message that I want to share with people. And also I try to be genuine with my in my relationships, because I can see before I would say in Hong Kong is it's a very interesting place. Sometimes people try to hide the true emotions, but then again, for me, after the episode, actually I try to be true to myself and true to the friends. I see a lot of different and beautiful things happening when I try to be genuine. So I think that's one of the things that I experienced before and after. My passion for now would be to basically to help more people in general, either through going through life-changing issues, just simply to just talk to people, just to understand them, and try to offer my help. And I try to be more active in the society, in my social group, because I think everything matters, even though you just one individual, but everything adds up, right? So the more I think of it, I think especially we are actually going through a very challenging time right now with the COVID situation, and also I think the last a year and a half, we've been going through a lot of social unrest. So there's a lot of emotions going through in people's heads. So I feel like actually I have I wouldn't say calling, but I'll just try to go around and help people in general. Yeah. I mean, my happy time, or like, I would like to have more peaceful moments, I would say. Well, given, I've got, a twin at home, it's constantly, yeah, I wouldn't say bugging me, but they're lovely. Just, but I want to find some time to be on my own, just to think about stuff, try to have some white space. Because I think I'm actually in a different life stage now. So it's sometimes, you want to have some very exciting life, but on the other hand, you want to actually find that kind of, balance, right? So my happy moment would be maybe like, just a Sunday morning, sit in the park, just, reading a book, or like, just be myself, just not thinking about anything. Or it could be just a 30-minute run, every Saturday night, just, just be on my own, and yeah, and then I'll be happy.